Audio Jungle.
Lapwing vanellus vanellus. The lapwing vanellus vanellus, also known as the northern lapwing or peewit, is a striking wader known for its iridescent plumage, distinctive crest, and tumbling flight displays. It is a familiar sight in wetland areas and open farmland across the UK, where it breeds and winters in large flocks. Plumage, upper parts are iridescent green, with hints of purple and bronze. Undersides are white, with a black breast and throat. Males have a more prominent crest than females, especially during the breeding season. Crest, a long, elegant crest on the head. More pronounced in males. Flight, broad, rounded wings create a slow, buoyant flight. Size, length 28 to 31 centimeters. Wingspan 67 to 72 centimeters. Weight 150 to 300 grams. Habitat, preferred environment, found in wet grasslands, moorlands, farmland, and coastal estuaries. During the breeding season, they favor damp fields and marshes with short vegetation for nesting. Range, widespread across the UK, though populations are more concentrated in lowland areas and coastal regions. In winter, diet feeds primarily on insects, worms, and other invertebrates, which they pick from the ground. Seeds, occasionally eat seeds, particularly outside the breeding season. Breeding occurs from March to June. Nesting. Nests are simple scrapes on the ground, often in open fields or grasslands. Females line the nest with small stones, grasses, or leaves. Eggs. Lays 3 to 4 olive brown eggs with dark blotches. Eggs are incubated for 21 to 28 days by both parents. Chicks, precocial, able to walk and feed shortly after hatching, and fledge within 35 to 40 days. Behavior, flight displays, famous for dramatic aerial displays during courtship, including tumbling dives and loud calls. A distinctive peewit or queewit call, which gives the bird its nickname. Flocking, outside the breeding season. Lapwings form large, dense flocks that can include thousands of individuals. Migration, resident and migratory. Many lapwings in the UK are resident, but northern populations migrate south for winter. In winter, flocks swell as birds from northern Europe join resident populations. The lapwing is a captivating bird with its acrobatic flight and evocative calls. Despite facing challenges from habitat loss and modern farming, conservation efforts aim to ensure that this iconic bird remains a cherished part of the UK's natural landscape. Pheasant Phasianus colchicus. The pheasant Phasianus colchicus, specifically the common pheasant, is a large, colourful game bird that has become an iconic part of the UK countryside. Introduced to Britain by the Romans and later reintroduced in the Middle Ages, it is now a widespread species, especially in farmland and wooded areas. Males cocks, striking iridescent plumage with a green or blue head, red facial wattles, and a long, barred tail. The body is golden or copper, with intricate markings. Females hens, dull brown plumage, with mottled patterns for camouflage. Size, length 53 to 89 centimeters. Males are significantly larger. Wingspan 70 to 90 centimeters. Weight 0.5 to 1.4 kilograms. Tail and beak long and tapering, often held low. Short, curved, and strong, ideal for foraging. Habitat, preferred environment. Pheasants thrive in a mix of farmland, grassland, and woodland edges. They prefer areas with dense undergrowth for cover and open fields for foraging. Range, widely distributed across the UK, particularly in rural areas. Though not native, Pheasants are now naturalized and a common sight. Diet: primarily ground feeders. Pheasants eat seeds, grains, insects, berries, and occasionally small vertebrates. During winter, they rely more heavily on seeds and grains. Due to the scarcity of insects. Breeding season: breeding begins in April and continues through the summer. Nesting: nests are simple scrapes in the ground, often hidden in tall grass or under hedgerows. Eggs: females lay 8 to 15 olive-brown eggs, incubating them for 23 to 26 days. Chicks: precocial, able to walk and feed shortly. After hatching and grow rapidly, they are dependent on insects for protein. In their early weeks. Behavior: during the breeding season, males establish territories and compete for harems of females. Outside the breeding season, pheasants are more solitary, but may form loose flocks in winter. Flight: pheasants are ground-dwelling birds and prefer to run when threatened, but they can burst into short, rapid flights if necessary. Calls: males, loud, explosive crowing calls used to establish territory and attract mates. Females: quieter clucking sounds, often used to communicate with chicks. The pheasant is a striking and adaptable bird, balancing its role as a beloved countryside species with its status as a game bird. Despite being non-native, it has firmly established itself as a familiar sight in the UK landscape.